Hello, 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 and welcome everyone. Happy Thursday night. It's actually not Thursday night, it's Friday night. How is everybody doing tonight? Just trying to see where I'm at with my setups here. Always trying something new, always trying to figure things out. So, yes. How is everybody tonight? I'm going to check to see I am streaming where I need to be streaming this evening, and I will check on comments, see if there are comments. So give me a minute to get that going. And let me see where I am. Tonight's topic is all about our north and south nodes and our soul's purpose, our soul's calling, shall we call it. So let's just see where I am for tonight. I know earlier I was live and I could not find it streaming on my Twitter, but apparently there I am. So for all my Twitter peoples, folks, hi. Let me know that you are here. Put your comments there and say hello to me. And then I'll jump over to my YouTube channel to make sure I'm there. This is going to be a short video in regards to just sharing some insight with each and every one of you.
This is going to be a short video.
There we go. And just saying hello to everyone who's on watching on my YouTube channel as well. So if you are here, do me a favor and share it out, put your comments, and then I'm going to also go and check on my Facebook page, which is where I'm going to probably be the remaining portion of this video. There I go. And perhaps some of you might come on and say hi to me as we are here sharing about this amazing information for tonight. See who does hop in, hopu, is that a word? Anyway, so as the title for tonight is, it's all about the North Nodes and soul's calling. But it's also about your South Nodes as well. And before I dive into, let me just introduce myself very quickly so you know who I am. In case you are new to this page, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Colon, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast Deck, the founder of Holistic Fitness, located right here in Queens. And I do work with women, men by referral, over 40, to help them release weight physically, emotionally, mentally, and psychologically. When working with me, I help you to gain confidence so you can be seen and heard, along with stepping away from your job and stepping fully into your soul's purpose, which is what this whole conversation is about for tonight. How to do that and what it's associated with. And if you're not familiar with your astrology chart, your natal chart, and you are following me, my suggestion would be to go familiarize yourself with your chart so you can sort of run along with me, run alongside me in understanding what it is I'm chatting about. Now, 90% of the time when I do speak of astrology, I do have one of my favorite colleagues alongside me. She and I went live earlier today, and we chatted about the energy that we are currently in with our planets. But it's very rare that we speak of the North and South nodes, and those are extremely important. Now, if you are not familiar with the North and South node, it is going to definitely be something that you're going to want to come back and take some notes. For right now, just listen. You know, if depending on what your learning skills are, if you're like me, where sometimes I got to just listen first and then come back and take notes second, which is how I absorb what I absorb, as opposed to trying to take notes on the very first time and not really being able to fully present when learning. So here we go in regards to your north and south node. I want to speak of south nodes first, which I feel is like an introduction and probably the if there is such a right way, the right way of going about it. So when we think about this south node energy, that is really a reflection of your past life. And it holds everything that you've learned in your past life. The energies that is based on your lessons, your wisdom, and the baggage that you were born with. And this energy is basically where you left off at that point. Whereas in this lifetime, you sort of start from there and then move forward. Your north node, which is actually associated with your soul's calling, that's exactly about where you are going in this lifetime. It reveals your soul's mission. It's associated with your passions, your talent, and your growth. Now, I'm going to use the word interesting fact is, many of us get caught up in our south node's energy that it prevents us from actually stepping into our north node energy. And what I mean by that is we get stuck in our comfort zone. We get stuck in the familiar. So because something we've done in our past, theoretically, that would be familiar to us. So that may very well be keeping you from stepping into your north node's energy so you can exceed and excel into what your soul's calling is. Now, my question to you is, do you know what your south and north nodes are? Because the sign and house that are its placements are will give you some amazing information to help you go forward. So for example, and I'm just going to pull my chart out. I always have my chart on hand. My south node is in Virgo. Now, here's a little tip. If you know your north node, it might also be known as your true node. If you know what that is, what sign it's in, then your south node's the opposite sign. Just a little tip there. You would just need to then know what house it's associated with on your natal chart. So for me, Virgo for me is in, based on my north node, based on my south node, it's in my third house. So my south node in Virgo's in my third house. Virgo is associated with scheduling, routines, organization, the body system, health, fitness, and wellness. Third house is about communication, creating, networking, getting out there. Now, of course, the north node is in Pisces in the ninth house. So it's about higher learning. It's about traveling. It's about the higher consciousness. So based on my soul's mission, now that I know my north node energy, where I'm going, utilizing these pieces helps me to better understand my soul's calling. And I like to say I have an upper hand, and that upper hand is, and I've known what my soul's calling's been probably since I'm 12 years old. Now, not everybody is as blessed as I to know their soul's calling at such a young age. There's a small group of people out there who do know what their soul's calling is, their passion, their talents, and how they grow into that. And they stay as strong in that motivation and discipline to have that happening. And that would be me. So again, I come and I share this information with you because I really like to help you ground your energy so you can focus on what it is you came to. How would I say this? What it is or how it is you came into this lifetime to pursue. And not sure if you're aware of this, but I like to believe The North Node's energy is also that special gift that only you have. There's no one else in the world that was given or ordained that special gift other than you. So it's really important that if you're not familiar with what your North Node energy is connected to, the sign and house, and what that purpose is, this is really an important time for you to start discovering what that is so you can dive deeply into it. Now, if there's anyone out there who is watching right now, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, I know that Twitter can leave comments. I do believe YouTube can leave comments as well. I definitely know my Facebook crew can leave comments. So if you happen to know, and you are watching from Facebook, if you happen to know what your North and South Node placements are, South Node placement, North Node placement, meaning that the sign and house, I would love for you to put that in the comments, and then I can give you some feedback to what that actually means for you, especially the house, because that really gives a major meaning to what's going on for you. And as I mentioned, this information, the North and South Nodes, are so important to help us really take the steps we need to take to step into our soul's calling and not get stuck on and caught up in our past energy that's related to the South Nodes. All the lessons, the wisdom, and the baggage that we have carried into this lifetime based on our past life, that as humans we get so comfortable being comfortable that we don't realize that it actually is a disadvantage for us, because it literally prevents us from moving forward. So having this information, being curious to know what is your South and North nodes, and how can you activate this energy so you can start to really move forward. We have a lot of energy coming in over the next, I'm going to say, week, and this energy is actually amplified our energy of the North Node, helping us to really step into our soul's calling. And I speak of our soul's calling a lot because that's part of the work that I help clients to do, is to be confident enough to want to be seen and heard, and be confident enough to, if you're, as we say, as my good friend, colleague that I play with all the time, Miss Kitty Foss, as she says, the J-O-B, if you are confident, you're willing to step out of that J-O-B that may not be serving your soul's purpose. So you can fully step into your soul's purpose and allow yourself to shine your light and be the brightest star that there is in the sky, so people can find you and that you can help them be the best version of who they are. So again, North Node symbolizes where you're going in this lifetime. It reveals your soul's mission. It's associated to your passions, your talents, and growth. But we do get caught up in comfortability. We get caught up in just being okay with where we are. We're so afraid of expanding and stretching ourselves. We're so afraid that if we actually, let's say it this way, we're so afraid of stretching ourselves that we do everything in our power to fit in. And believe it or not, if you haven't heard this yet, fitting in is overrated. We are not meant to fit in. We are meant to be as unique and working out of the lines as you possibly can. So this way here, you can actually shine your light. So if you are standing in that space where you are comfortable, you're sort of just living day by day and not doing anything to stretch yourself and expand and hoping that everyone likes you and you have all these friends, my suggestion would be to step out of the box. Step out of your South Node's energy and allow yourself to expand into your North Node and be curious to know what your soul's mission, soul's calling, soul's purpose is. And perhaps wake up in the morning asking to receive insight so you can start living your best life and working your way into whatever that soul's purpose is. After all, that's why you're here. You are here to achieve your soul's mission. You are here to hold space, shine light, and support others so they can get to where they have to get to. Every one of us has the ability to support and shine light onto one another. But you have to be willing to do your soul's calling. You have to be willing to step into your soul's mission in this lifetime. So like I said, this video is not going to be that long. Just wanted to share some insight regarding your North Node, South Node energy, and how your North Node is definitely associated with your soul's calling. And when you can understand what your North Node, South Node energy is, and that placement, the housing that it sits in, and where that's taking you, you can then step fully into what you were meant to do in this lifetime. Now you know what I'm going to say next. I'm sure you know what I'm going to say next. And what I'm going to say next is, I'm here to support. I'm here to shine your light. I'm here to shine my light over you as well. I'm here to hold space for you. I'm here to support you. So if you are not sure what your South and North Node is, what placement, what house, how to step into it fully, I would love to offer you the opportunity to go ahead and grab your complimentary 15-minute self-growth discovery session. And let's discover together what your South and North Nodes are and how that can sort of help you fit into the puzzle and start answering the questions that you've been asking yourself. And that might be, what am I here to be doing? What am I here to be doing? Who are my people? Who can I be my authentic, transparent self without having to fit in? You want to stand out. You want to stand out in reference to being the brightest light there is. And start to do that today. And I invite you to do that today. I am being called to pull a card. After all, we are working with the North and South Nodes. And I would love to help you clear the energy so you can be more aligned to being curious to what your North and South Nodes are. And then see how, knowing that information, how everything sort of intertwines with each other. So it is really fascinating. It is really fascinating. So let's see. Let's see. One more shuffle. This is the one card that we're going to use for tonight to help us clear the energy so we can become curious to know what our North and South Nodes are and what houses they are in. So here, what a perfect card. Change. Once you actually learn what your North and South Nodes are, the houses and the signs, it will help you to change the way you do communicate, because then you can actually communicate and become super clear to your audience. And when I use the word audience, we all have an audience. Every one of us has people we are speaking to. And when we start to get really precise to the words that we use in reference to connecting with our audience, we then start to pull in the right people, and the people who are not for us, not aligned for us, not aligned to us, they start to sort of slide away. And then you get to see who your community is. You get to see those people who support you on your journey. So yes, definite change once you understand your North and South Node. And as I mentioned before, my North Node is in Pisces, 9th house. So it's all about higher consciousness. It's all about higher learning, traveling in regards to allowing myself to travel in this lifetime so I can help others step into their higher consciousness. And of course, my South Node is in Virgo in the 3rd house. It's all that communication in reference to organizing everything, just bringing everything into order, the body system for that matter. And that's what I've done in my past life. And in this lifetime, it just gives me this ability to know that it's okay for me to recognize and know that how you knew me, if you knew me, let's say 15 years ago as the personal trainer, and how I am now as the holistic personal trainer, right off the back, that's a big change right there. A big change. If you've been following me on all my different platforms, whether it be my show, Joanne's Healing Within, if you read many of my articles, I've shared about this transition, this transformation that I have gone through, oh my God, as far back as 15 years ago. Change, change, change. Once you learn your North and South Node information, that's going to help you start to change the way you communicate. It's going to help you change the way you listen to things. It's going to help you change the way you network. It's going to help you change the way you schedule things. That 5 energy is all about that change, that creativity, self-expression. It's also about fun. It's about fun and adventure as well. And big word here when we talk about change. You have to be courageous to take the changes. You have to be courageous to take the steps. Otherwise, yes, we can very much get very comfortable in our South Node energy, and that's going to keep us stuck. It's going to keep us small. It's going to keep us in that space where we just want to be liked by everybody. And I don't need to be liked by everybody. I really don't. My mission, my purpose is to really be able to step in front of my audience, my ladies over 40. And of course, you ladies have male friends that might be interested in gaining some confidence as well. That's my audience. Those of you who are ready to release the weight that you carry physically, emotionally, mentally, and psychologically. When we speak of the weight, it's the psychological weight that we've called in that we can start peeling away one layer over another layer, where you can begin to literally step into your confidence and want to be seen and heard. And that is the big thing now, being seen and heard. So you can share your message. Share your message. So once last time, the invitation, go ahead, schedule your complimentary 15-minute self-growth discovery session so you can discover your North and South Node energy, and then start taking the steps that you need to take so you can begin changing and stepping in front and being transparently authentic in your soul's calling. And know that you are the only one in the entire world that has the gift that you have. And it's time to unwrap that gift. So I'm super excited to be here with you tonight, sharing this information with you. And as I feel called to share more and more information with you, doesn't matter what it's about. It could be about astrology. It could be about numerology. It could be about releasing weight, fueling and feeding, strength training, whatever it is. I'm going to bring it here to you and help you really get super clear in reference to what it is you came here to do. After all, I look forward to helping you utilize tools relating to your mystical medicine. Whatever mystical medicine you use. I know for me, it's a full container of magic that I use and I work with when I work with clients like yourself, whether it look like chakra balance Reiki, essential oils, crystals, of course, weight training. It's one of my tools. Yes, it is. So enjoy the rest of your day. And again, I do look forward to sharing more and more with you regarding all this amazing energy and blending, as I do, blending the physical and the mystical world together. So you can really discover who you are, not just on a human level, but really discovering who you are on a spiritual level. Because after all, we are spiritual beings, having many human experiences. So just for tonight, I ask for you to change one thing about yourself. Be ready to step into your North Node energy. Learn what your South Node is so you know whether or not you're sitting in comfortability, and be ready to stretch and expand into this amazing energy. Until next time, bye-bye for now. And one final time, if you need to reach me, my email is strolling on the very bottom, which is healingwithin76@gmail.com. Go ahead and reach out to me and schedule your complimentary 15-minute self-growth discovery session today. Bye-bye for now.